Hey sis! How are you? Do you have some time right now?
Natalie? Wow, it's been a while since we last talked. I'm doing okay. Hope you're well too. Yeah, I have some time. What's the matter?
I'm doing good as usual. I'm guessing that you have nothing to do as usual. You always reply to my texts so fast. You do know that most normal people are at work at this time of day. Not many people are on their phone all day like you.
Maybe I reply fast because that's the polite thing to do. Did you really just send me a text so you could make fun of me? If that's the case, then I'm just going to ignore you. I don't have time to deal with your nonsense. I'm busy with work right now. I'm putting your notifications on mute if you have nothing to say.
Wait, what did you just say? You're joking, right? There's no way that someone like you is actually working. Or did you change and finally decide to get a job? I am surprised that you managed to get a job after you were unemployed for so long.
When was I ever unemployed? Stop making things up. You always seem to make fun of me by saying that I'm unemployed when I'm really not. I thought I explained this to you already so many times. I mainly work from home using my laptop. That's the reason why I'm in my room most of the day.
Yeah, whatever. Why should I believe that? That's what all the unemployed people say is an excuse. I bet that you just watch Netflix and play games all day on your cell phone. Why don't you prove that you're actually working?
I don't need to prove anything to you. Why are you unable to accept the fact that some people work from home these days? It's actually pretty common, especially because of the recent pandemic. Many companies are asking people to work remotely when possible.
That's because you can't prove it. You never tell me what you even do for work. How am I meant to believe that you're able to work using just a laptop?
I've told you what I do as a job before as well. I am a freelance worker that does all kinds of things that are asked of me by my clients. Most of my work involves writing articles. I've told you all of this before, haven't I?
What do you write about? You just have a blog or an Instagram, right? Is that even a real job? I don't see how you earn any money from just writing articles. It's just a hobby, right? Everyone would do that if you could actually earn money from it.
Just how many times do we have to have this conversation? How about you try listening to what I'm saying for once? You know that listening is a very important skill to have.
Shut up! You shouldn't be talking to me like that. Anyway, if it really was possible to earn money just by sitting around at home, then everyone would be doing it. Normal people that work actually go outside and commute to their workplace. I guess you wouldn't know because you've never worked a proper job before.
Why are you talking as if you're a great worker? I thought you've made lots of mistakes at all the companies you've worked for. How many times have you been fired again?
Who do you think you are, talking to me like that? You've always been unemployed. It's true that I've had to switch jobs every so often, but unlike you, I'm actually working a proper job. I commute to the workplace every day and complete tasks that I'm told to do. I also don't lie and say that I'm working from home when in reality, you're just embarrassed to say that you're unemployed.
That's enough. I'm tired of talking to you already. This conversation is going nowhere, so I'm going to get back to work. I'm really busy and don't need distractions like you. If you have nothing else to say to me, then I'm going to put my phone down and ignore you.
The conversation only went like this because you lied to me. You're the one that distracted me. I guess that's enough about that. I actually have some pretty important things that I need to tell you.
Something important to tell me? What is it?
I'm going to finally get married. I'm finally having my wedding pretty soon as well.
Well, that's something that I wasn't expecting to hear. I'm actually really happy for you. Congratulations. Are you getting married to your boyfriend that you were living with?
Yeah, I'm finally getting married to him. I already told Mom and Dad about this, and they were really happy. I thought that I should tell you about it as well because you're my sister after all.
Actually, Mom was telling me that she needed to tell me something earlier. I guess that this is what she was planning to talk to me about. Well, thanks for letting me know about it.
Yeah, no problem. That's all I wanted to talk with you about anyway.
Okay, good to hear from you. Goodbye then.
Hey, are you free right now? If you're awake, can you reply to me? There's something that I need to ask of you urgently.
Why would I be sleeping at this time on a weekday? It's almost lunchtime already. Are you trying to suggest that I'm unemployed or something? Are we really going to have this conversation again?
Now you understand what I want to say to you without me having to tell you. That's pretty funny. Anyway, there's something that I need to ask you to do. I'm really sorry that it's so sudden, but would you be able to move out of our parents' house?
What did you just say? You want me to move out? Why should I have to do that?
I need you to move out as soon as possible. The sooner you can get out, the better it is for me.
I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand why you're asking me this. Like, why the hell do I have to leave? Where am I meant to go? Are you telling me that you're moving back in once you get married or something?
No, we're definitely not going to be doing that. We're going to continue living together. We don't have any plans to move back into our parents' place. It would get way too crowded.
Well, then there's no need to kick me out, is there? Would you at least tell me why you want me to move out? Until you tell me, I'm not even going to consider it.
This is for the sake of my marriage. If you don't move out, my marriage might not even happen. I'm scared that he's going to break off our engagement at this rate.
What do you even mean by that? It makes no sense to me. Are you telling me that he might break off the engagement with you if I stay living here? Please, could you connect the dots for me?
Yeah, kind of. I actually told George about you a little the other day. When I was talking to him about you, he looked like he was really disgusted by what he was hearing.
Disgusted? Wait, hold on a second. What did you tell him about me? Like, how did you describe me to him?
I told him that you were a 35-year-old parasite that still lives in our parents' home and that you've always been unemployed.
You called me a parasite and lied that I'm unemployed? No wonder he looked disgusted. Stop spreading rumors about me that are not true.
What are you talking about? That's 100% the truth. After I told him about you, he looked really disappointed and told me that we would probably have to start looking after you one day. He said that he didn't want to have luggage like you in his life. It would be like paying for an overgrown child. So, yeah, that's what's happening right now. It's really not looking good.
Of course he's going to be worried if his future sister-in-law was actually how you described her. You lied and exaggerated everything. You made me sound like a monster.
I think everyone agrees with how I described you. You might not notice, but that's what you look like from the outside. You're the only one that doesn't agree with my description. Also, you know that our family and his family are getting dinner together tomorrow night? We're planning to introduce everyone to each other. He told me that he doesn't want you to attend. I agree with him because you're the embarrassment of our family.
Are you serious? You must really hate me or something. Things have already gotten out of control. Also, I never even knew about that dinner in the first place.
Yeah, that's because I didn't tell you about it. There was no way that I could invite someone that was unemployed to the dinner. Like I just told you, you're the embarrassment of our family. That's why I kept quiet about it to you. Don't even think about coming.
I really can't believe this. You really have ruined my reputation with all your lies, haven't you? I don't even want to attend a dinner like that anyway.
Well, that's your own fault. All I'm doing is telling the truth. This is the first time I'm meeting some of his family, and I can't have you there ruining my reputation.
I really don't care about the dinner, so you guys go ahead and enjoy yourselves. One thing though, I am not a parasite. I don't plan on depending on you guys in the future either. Would you please tell them that you were wrong and make sure that everyone doesn't think that I am a parasite? Do you not understand how difficult it has been for me keeping your presence a secret from everyone? You stay in your room all day and do nothing. It's so embarrassing having a sister like that. I call you a parasite because that's exactly what you are. The way you live disgusts me, and I really wish that we weren't related. How many times do I have to tell you that you're wrong? Try listening to what I say for once. I really can't believe any words that come out of your mouth. I just can't believe that you're disrupting my marriage as well now. Just how much trouble do you plan on causing me? I'm begging you to please move out of the house. Also, I want you to cut all ties with me and the rest of your family. You're a disgrace to our family, and no one wants you here. Fine, that's enough already. I'm tired of this all. I get what you want me to do now. I don't even want a family if I'm going to be treated like this. At least we finally agree on something. Are you saying that you're going to move out? Yep. I don't want to have any connection with you at all. Yes! Finally! I don't have to worry about you being my sister anymore. That was definitely the biggest cause of stress in my life. I'm so happy. Thank you so much. My entire body feels a little lighter already. I told you to move out as soon as possible, but I guess I'll give you a bit of time because I'm generous like that. Would you be able to move out by the end of the month? That should give you some time to find a new place, right? Fine. I'll get out by the end of the month. I'll try to move out as soon as possible, actually. Just one thing. Make sure that you take responsibility for what you just told me to do, okay? What are you talking about? You just told me to cut ties with you and the rest of our family. You're also kicking me out of the house for a pathetic reason. Make sure that you deal with what happens from now on. I'm not going to come back ever again, even if you apologize to me. Deal with what? Nothing's going to happen just because you left. Why are you trying to make it such a big deal? You know that Mom and Dad are going to be happier and more relaxed after you move out. It's the best case scenario for everyone. Well, I think that they're going to be fine since they're getting their pension paid to them every month. I guess you can just find out the rest by yourself. I'm going to start getting my belongings together and get ready to move out. Please never contact me ever again. I don't want to talk to you or see you ever again. Sure thing. I feel the same way, so don't worry about it. Although I do really appreciate you doing this for me. I can finally get married to him, as there's nothing else in the way of our marriage now. Hey! Where the hell are you? I thought that I told you to never contact me again. I'm busy and have nothing to say to you. Goodbye. Wait! Don't be like that! I have some things to tell you. I came all the way back to our parents' house because I found some apartments that you might want to move into. Why would you do that? What kind of apartments are they? They're all really old and the rent is less than $250 a month. I also made a list of all cheap supermarkets in the area where you can shop for groceries. Wow, you're being so kind to me all of a sudden. It's because I kind of felt bad for what I'm making you do. Still, I want you to move out as fast as possible, so hurry up and pack up your belongings. Make sure that you're ready to cut ties with all of us. Hey, let me ask you something. Did you really not notice? Even at the dinner, did you not realize? What are you talking about? Notice what? The dinner that we all had went really smoothly, so I have no idea what you're talking about. So, you really didn't notice. Have you not talked to Mom and Dad recently? Did you not speak to them at all at the dinner? I guess I haven't really spoken to them over the last few days. Why are you asking me that?
Now that I think of it, they seem to be a little quiet even when I talk to them.
Yeah, there's a reason for that. They're both really mad at you, FYI.
What did you just say? Why would they be angry at me? I didn't do anything to upset them. Anyway, why the hell would you know if they're mad at me or not?
I know because they told me directly. The reason why they're so mad at you is because I've already finished moving out.
Wait, what? You've managed to move out already?
Actually, I didn't move out to be precise. I just came back to my condo in town. This is my actual home, I guess.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? I really don't understand what you're saying. Since when did you have your own place?
For a while now. I bought this condo so that I could use it as both my home and my office for when I'm working from my laptop. After living by myself for a while, I got a little lonely and I went back to live at our parents' house.
That can't be true. You're lying to me. After graduating from university, you worked at the same company for 5 years and then you quit. After you quit, you've been staying inside your room at our parents' house as an unemployed parasite.
Are you stupid? I didn't quit so that I would be unemployed. I quit my job so that I could start up my own business. Also, you moved out of the house at around the time I quit my first job. How did you know that I was just sitting around in my room all day? You just assumed that, right?
I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I just thought that's what you were doing.
The only reason you thought I was doing that was because I explained to you that I was working from home, right? I'm not sure if you were jealous of me for that, but you suddenly started acting really arrogantly and started looking down on me. That's when you started to say that working from home was just another way to say unemployed.
So you're telling me that you were actually working this entire time?
Yeah, I was working as a freelancer this entire time. Recently, I've been getting a lot of job and project offers, actually.
That can't be true! I had no idea that you were really working.
Well, it's pretty good timing for me to move out anyway. My work was getting really busy and I was struggling to find time to do the housework as well. Now that I'm going back to my own place, I can focus more of my efforts on just my job.
What did you do with your own place while you lived at our parents' place?
I had a housekeeper that would go and clean the place every month or so. I'm actually a little thankful that you're making me cut ties with you all. It's going to be a great opportunity for me to become more independent. I can also focus on my own happiness more, I hope.
Wait, I didn't know about any of this. I take back everything that I said and did to you. I'll also tell George that I was wrong about you and tell him to forget everything that I said. I'll even apologize to Mom and Dad that there was a huge misunderstanding between us.
Oh yeah, you don't need to worry about any of that anymore. And I'd recommend talking to him instead of texting me. I'm sure that what he has to say is pretty important.
Wait, what? What would he want to say to me? I'm so sorry for what I've done, sis.
So, I guess that you finally realized what's happening. What did he say to you?
He told me that he wants to break off our engagement. He's not going to get married to me.
Yeah, I thought that would happen. I got a message from Mr. Price earlier about it.
So it really was you. Why do you know his father? Where did you guys even meet? You should have told me about it.
I didn't mention it because I didn't know about it until yesterday. I was pretty surprised. It was a huge coincidence.
You only found out about it yesterday?
Yeah, I had a meeting with one of the companies I was doing some work for. I went to their office to talk, and that's when we found out.
How does that even come up in a conversation? Didn't you go there for a work meeting? Were you being unprofessional and talking about your personal life?
No, it's not like that. Mr. Price was the one that brought you up in our conversation. I think he did some research on you and your job history. He wasn't very impressed about it at all. He told me that he was actually kind of disappointed that his son was getting married to a woman like you. The only reason he accepted your marriage was because of how successful my career is. He thought that maybe you'd be able to learn some things from me and have some success in your career in the future.
So you're telling me that the only reason his father accepted our marriage was because of you? Are you really that successful?
Yeah, I hate to say it myself, but I kind of am. All of my work that I do for his company is a huge success. His entire company respects me, and that's one of the reasons I'm getting more and more job offers. My reputation is gradually spreading to more and more companies due to my current success. It's pretty amazing, right?
You're a freelance writer, right? I heard from Mom and Dad about the job that you do. I'm sorry about what I said to you. I really didn't know about your job.
It's too late to apologize now. Mr. Price was telling me how he would have loved to see me at the dinner that you guys all had the other day. He was disappointed that I was the only one that wasn't able to come. I lied to him for you and said that I just wasn't feeling that well that day. Then all of a sudden, George turns up while we were talking.
Wait, what? Why was he there?
He was just there for personal reasons. I think it was all just a huge coincidence. We were all very surprised once we realized how connected we actually were.
What did he say once he realized who you were?
Once I explained to him that I was not an unemployed parasite, he started to apologize profusely to me. He then explained to his father about the real reason why I didn't attend the dinner. You guys tried to exclude me because I would be an embarrassment, right?
No way! That was only because there was a misunderstanding.
As soon as he heard what really happened, he got absolutely furious. He said that he didn't want to have a daughter-in-law that would do such a thing. That's why I'm not that surprised that your engagement broke off.
I'm so sorry for everything that I've said to you in the past. I really am so sorry. Would you be able to forgive me? I promise that I'll listen to anything that you tell me to do from now on. Please, would you be able to convince them to forgive me? I want to get married.
I'd love to try to help you out, but you told me to cut all ties with you, so I don't think I'm going to be able to help.
I take back what I said about cutting ties with you. I admit that I was wrong and I apologize. Even Mom and Dad were telling me that they don't want to talk to or see me after what I did. They said that I disrupted the work that you do.
I really don't have any plans on forgiving you, so... I told you so many times about the job that I do, but you never listened to a word I said. Instead, you just assumed that I was an unemployed parasite and made fun of me the entire time. The worst part was that you spread these stupid rumors about me to other people. If you had kept it to yourself, then I really wouldn't have minded. But you ruining my reputation to others, I cannot forgive. I have no idea why you tried so hard not to listen to my explanations.
Yeah, I admit that I was a little stubborn about this all. I'm sorry. I'm begging you to help me out, so please do as I say. We're siblings after all.
If this was a movie, then this is where I forgive you and we hug each other in tears. But unfortunately, this is reality, and that's not going to be happening. Did you seriously think that I would forgive you after everything that you ever did to me?
You're not going to forgive me? I just apologized so much.
I know that you've been posting on Instagram that your engagement broke down because of me. You even posted a picture of me, right? I hear that it's being shared and spread all around the place.
Wait, you know about that?
Yeah, of course I know. Do you know that you're damaging my reputation by doing that and it's affecting my job? I'm going to be taking some actions for that. You're not my family anymore, so there's really no need for me to go easy on you, right?
What are you talking about? I'm your little sister, right? We grew up together.
You were the one that told me that we were no longer family. You told me to cut ties with you all. You're just a stranger to me that's causing trouble for my business. So I am really going to make you suffer and pay for what you have done. After our last conversation, she tried to immediately delete her posts about me on her Instagram. Unfortunately, the post had gotten a lot of traction and some other people had reposted it. It had gotten out of hand and she could no longer remove the evidence completely. I decided to hire a lawyer and sue her for damaging my reputation, which in turn affected my job in a negative way. I ended up winning the case, and she ended up owing me a lot of money. Currently, she is working very hard to try to pay the money that she owes me by working several jobs simultaneously. I actually wasn't too sure if I should really be suing a member of my own family. However, once I remembered everything that she had done to me, I decided that it was the right move. She had spread rumors about me being a parasite and unemployed when I explained to her so many times that I wasn't. She never seemed to want to apologize to me until things started going wrong for her, so I decided I shouldn't go easy on her at all. I hope that she goes through hell struggling to pay me back all the money that she owes me. It is exactly what she deserves. I guess that I had built up a lot of stress towards her without knowing, and it feels great to finally get some revenge on her.